Dennis Quaid, tell us a little bit about the character that you play in The Art of More. Who is this guy?
I play Sam Bruckner. Sam Bruckner, I guess, is the short description. He's a billionaire, and he's a real estate mogul in New York City. Sounds like some people we know. But he feels very much like an outsider. He's from Indiana. You know, he started out, you know, in kind of a middle class environment and built pod malls, and then, you know, worked his way up to the big city there in New York. And he gets anything he wants, but he can't. He's trying to get into, let's say, the New York upper crust society and just can't quite get there.
It's so interesting the first time that we meet your character. I mean, I think the first time he's introduced is on a YouTube video where he's using some not suitable for work language to describe how, yeah.
Well, what's funny is that, you know, at the time, I think, you know, last season, Sam was running for governor or whatever, and we were shooting for 2 months before the Trump announces that he's running for president, and out of his mouth is coming some of the same things that were coming out of my mouth 2 months before that. So, and he wasn't really based on Trump, the character. You know, he's very different from him. But, you know, they have certain similarities there.
Yeah, maybe next season your character should run for president.
Yeah, let's have to get out somebody like that. For talking her mouth.
So talk, you know, what attracted you to this part? Talk about how you first got involved with it when you first read the script.
Gary Fleeter, who the director I worked with in The Express, he was on board with it, and he's the one that made the initial call to me. In fact, he made the initial call to Kate Bosworth and to Carrie as well, Elvis, and told me about it, and they sent me the script, and they had a Bible, you know, with a story that had a beginning and a middle and ended into it over the first season. And I was very intrigued and really liked the character, loved the story, and the people that were involved.
Mm-hmm. So talk about developing the character then. I know you say it wasn't based on Trump, but I mean, you know, what did you use as your basis in creating this guy?
Well, I had to, you know, I started with, you know, not just Trump, but, you know, a couple of the many billionaires that I know, and, and I started with, you know, with a few people, you know, not that I know, but that I seen and watched and what people think, and kind of went from there. You know, to be a billionaire, it's a kind of a different atmosphere that you live in. You kind of feel a little bit more entitled, a little bit more that you can get what you want to get. It's just a question of money or a phone call here or there, you know, and started with that, and also his relationship to art and his relationship to Kate Bosworth's character to begin with, and so, you know, I start with that. Start with the script with the Chuck Rose, who had wrote this. He wrote such a good story. He's such a good writer. And it was a very, it was such a great, well-drawn character to begin with on paper. And so I just went with it from there.
Mm-hmm. And what's so, with television, obviously you've had a lot of experience doing movies. With television, you have an opportunity to, I guess, grow this character over the course of 10 episodes, so 10 hours as opposed to 2 hours. So going episode for episode, what was the experience like there?
Well, I'd already had an experience in television a few years before that, and it felt very much in this situation with Crackle, it felt like making a film. It was, we were doing 10 episodes. It took about 3.5 months to do, which is about how long a film takes. And what I like about working in this format like this is that you really have a chance to really develop an arc of a character over, if it's well written, that is, over a long period of time, and really get to know them. So I really enjoy working in television as it exists today. It's Crackle and what's going on in television. It reminds me of what was going on in the movies back in the 70s, where you feel like the inmates have taken over the asylum, and there's all these like brave new things that aren't possible to do on network television, and to approach subject matter that it's not generally seen, because it's not the lowest common denominator, which is vanilla, which is mostly what you see on network television.
Yeah, there is this new freedom to it. Especially now, and it's interesting watching all of these cable networks and streaming networks kind of like throwing their hat into the ring and trying to come up with more and more interesting content, You spoke about the relationship between your character and Kate Bosworth's character. I wonder if you could delve into that a bit more, what that relationship is like.
Well, Kate's character, Roxana, and I've always been, I think, kind of a mentor to her. I'm older, and I think I was, as she grew up, and as she was like in her, I think 10 years ago, we had a thing. It was kind of a mentor relationship that grew into a romance, and I secretly really wanted to be more, but also she's out to be her own woman, and she's not ready for it yet. We have a thing for each other. It's just that it doesn't work in the world, and I'm not to be trusted anyway. Sam's not to be trusted. But they both at the same time of really caring for each other, they're not beyond using one another.
Yeah,
as most,
and that's. I think that's what's so great about your character too, is that he's a great example of the lovable bad guy, I guess you could say. I mean, you enjoy watching him do all of these.
I find it likable. I'm sorry, I glitched there on your stream. You said, I lost you there.
Yeah. I mean, he's a lot of fun to watch, whenever your character is on screen. I mean, is it fun for you as an actor to play someone like that?
It's really, really fun, because I get to sort of, I get to be politically incorrect. I get to do all the wrong things, and it's I've been playing dads and coaches for a number of years, and this it's something, it's different. It feels good, and it's fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you also serve as an executive producer on the show. I wonder if you could talk a bit about what your duties entail in that role?
Well, you know, a lot of times the executive producer is, I think, given out or given to actors as a vanity sort of title. You know, it's just an excuse to get an extra paycheck. But Crackle has really made me, and people at Sony have really made me feel a part of this. And in fact, I am a part of this. You know, that goes along with selling the art more. You know, we're actually broadening out Crackle itself, and you know, getting the awareness out about that. And so you know, a lot of it has to do with marketing. They've involved me with casting and in scripts, and you know, I feel like it's a real title. And after being in this business for 40 years, I kind of know what's going on a set.
To say the least, yeah. What for you were some highlights from this past season? Episodes that, for people who might not have watched it yet, you know, episodes that you think really stand out and represent the best of what the show could do?
Well, I think the last episode really was for me the best episode, because it really did come to this big climax, and also leave you with wondering where everybody's going to be the next season. All the seeds that were planted in the beginning of the show really finally the cows came home, and the bill was to be paid then and there, and it's delicious to watch it unfold. And I don't, you know, it would be great for those who haven't seen the show to watch the first season. I'm certain they would enjoy it, but you know, I think they also just try it out and watch the second if that happens to come along. But you can see all of it just by, you know, going to crackle.com, and you can watch it anywhere, anytime, and you can watch it for free.
Well, there you go, folks. Watch it for free on Crackle. So where's the show going in the second season? Can you give us a hint of that? Or
the hint is that everybody is their characters are really broadening out, and they're a lot more grounded, and at the same time it's what was going on last season. Like I said, the bill was to be paid, and now you see everybody sort of scrambling to figure out how they're going to pay it. And how they're going to get out of the trouble that they got in. And everybody's using everybody in this show, and that's, and at the same time, like I said, at the same time, there's this kinship with the characters that that's very interesting to watch. It's very complicated. But
absolutely,
it's delicious. And but the show is really opening up. I think the second season, that the writing and the locations and the look of the show, everything it's really finding itself. And you know, it always takes time when you're building a show for everyone to really get to know it. And I really love the direction that it's going.
Well, I certainly look forward to it. Yeah.
Answer and not giving you anything. I think you'll love it.
Yeah. So we're an awards website, and we're right in the middle of Emmy season again. You have a bit of an awards history yourself. You got a Golden Globe nom and a Indie Spirit Award win for one of my favorite movies, Far From Heaven. You also won another Indie Spirit Award for The Big Easy, and you got another Globe and an Emmy nomination for The Special Relationship, where you played Bill Clinton. So I just want to ask what that kind of recognition means for you, for those roles in particular, and just sort of overall in your career.
Well, it's always, it's nice to be nominated. It really is. You know, even, even if it's for like, it's great to be nominated, even if it's for, having the best lawn on the block. So it's the real satisfaction I get and out of anything, out of working and being an actor is actually being on the set and actually doing it with at the time that we're doing with the people that I'm working with, because that's the only thing I really have any kind of control of. And I'm just, it's nice to be recognized, and it's nice that people appreciate the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on the Art of More, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
In the meantime, nobody's been nominated for anything.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
But anyway, it's been great talking to you too.
Thank you. It was a real pleasure.
Where are you, by the way?
I'm in Sherman Oaks, California.
Oh wow, all the way over there.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm over here in the Pacific Palisades.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, I've been over there a couple of times. That is a nice area.
West side, we're probably about 20 degrees cooler than you are right now.
Oh my, yeah, you. Well, during the heat wave on Sunday and Monday, it was like 110 degrees here, and
wow.
I was miserable. So
yeah. But anyway, stay cool.
You too. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
All right, see you later.
See you. Bye.